Gentlemen, let me ask you a question. When you think of vegetables, what comes to mind? For most men, it's probably something along the lines of, well, they're healthy. They're good for digestion, maybe heart health, maybe blood pressure. And you'd be right, vegetables do all of that. But here's what very few men realize. Certain vegetables can directly influence one of the most personal aspects of your life, your vitality as a man. I'm not just talking about energy or stamina for the day. I'm talking about sexual health. I'm talking about strong erections, consistent performance, and that confident feeling of knowing your body will respond the way you want it to. Now here's where it gets interesting. Erections at their core are not just about testosterone, although testosterone is extremely important. Erections are about circulation. They are a direct reflection of how well your blood vessels are working. Think about it, an erection is simply blood flowing into a very specific area and staying there. If that blood flow is strong, the erection is firm. If circulation is weak, the erection is weak or may not happen at all. It's that simple, and this is where vegetables, particularly the right ones, come into play. Certain vegetables are naturally loaded with compounds that boost circulation. They help the body produce nitric oxide, a molecule that tells your blood vessels to relax and open wider, allowing blood to flow freely. In fact, this is the very same mechanism that prescription pills use. They don't create desire, they simply improve circulation. But nature has already given us foods that do the same thing safely and without side effects. Let me paint a picture for you. Imagine your blood vessels as highways. When you're young, those highways are smooth, wide open, and traffic flows beautifully. But as the years go by, and especially after 60, those highways start to narrow. They may even become a little clogged. Traffic slows down, detours appear, and before you know it, your circulation isn't what it used to be. That's when you start noticing changes. Erections aren't as strong. Recovery takes longer. Your energy throughout the day feels sluggish. Many men chalk it up to just getting older. But what's really happening is that your circulatory highways need maintenance, and vegetables provide exactly that. You see, vegetables are packed with vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, and natural nitrates that keep those blood vessels wide open and flexible. They clean up the small blockages. They fight off oxidative stress that stiffens your arteries. And they nourish the very lining of your blood vessels, known as the endothelium, so it can keep producing nitric oxide naturally. Now here's the kicker. While many people eat vegetables just for general health, few men realize how directly this affects their sexual performance. It's not just about living longer. It's about living better, with energy, confidence, and intimacy intact. And gentlemen, let's be clear. Once you understand this, you realize food is not just fuel. It's medicine. Every bite you take is either helping your circulation or hurting it. So when I say vegetables are the key to men's vitality, I don't mean in some vague, general way. I mean specifically, they're the key to blood flow, to hormone support, and to erections that stay strong well into your 60s, 70s, and beyond. That's why today I want you to start seeing vegetables differently, not as a side dish, not as something you eat only because your doctor or your wife says you should, but as a strategic, powerful tool, one that directly impacts your masculinity, your confidence, and your quality of life as a man. Because, gentlemen, if you want to feel alive again, if you want to reclaim the energy and performance you thought was lost with age, it doesn't start with a pill. It starts with a plate, and on that plate, the right vegetable can make all the difference. Key point 2, the star vegetable that boosts erections. Now that we've established how critical circulation is for a man's vitality, let's get straight to the point. Which vegetable is the true champion for improving erections after age 60? It's one you've probably seen countless times in the grocery store, maybe even pushed aside because of its earthy taste or deep red color. Gentlemen, I'm talking about the beetroot, the humble beet. Now, I know what some of you may be thinking. Beets, really? That's the secret weapon? And the answer is absolutely yes. Beets are one of the richest natural sources of dietary nitrates. These nitrates, once inside your body, are converted into nitric oxide. And nitric oxide is the magic molecule that relaxes blood vessels, widens them, and allows for greater blood flow. Think of nitric oxide as nature's own switch for erections. When it's produced in high amounts, blood flows freely into the penile tissue, and you get a firm, lasting erection. Without it, circulation struggles and performance suffers. Now here's the fascinating part. As men age, the body naturally produces less nitric oxide. This is one of the big reasons why erectile difficulties become more common after 50 or 60. But here's the good news: by eating beets, you can supply your body with the raw materials to ramp up nitric oxide production again. In other words, you're fueling the very system responsible for making erections possible. Let me share a quick example. In one clinical study, men who consumed beet juice experienced measurable improvements in blood pressure and circulation within hours. Why? Because those nitrates were quickly converted to nitric oxide, relaxing blood vessels throughout the body. That same benefit applies directly to sexual performance. Better circulation to your heart and muscles also means better circulation where it matters most. But beets don't just stop at circulation. They're loaded with other compounds that support male vitality. For instance, magnesium helps regulate testosterone levels by preventing excess binding to sex hormone, binding globulin SHBG. In simpler terms, magnesium makes more of your testosterone available for use. Potassium maintains healthy blood pressure, which is vital for steady erections. Antioxidants: the deep red pigment in beets comes from betalains, powerful antioxidants that fight oxidative stress. Oxidative stress is one of the silent culprits behind erectile dysfunction because it damages the lining of blood vessels, making them less responsive to nitric oxide. By reducing that damage, beets keep your circulatory system youthful and responsive. Here's another interesting fact. Athletes have been using beet juice for years to improve stamina and endurance. Why? Because improved circulation delivers more oxygen to the muscles, enhancing performance. Now, if beet juice can boost athletic performance on the track or in the gym, imagine what it can do for performance in the bedroom. The principle is exactly the same. I like to think of beets as nature's performance enhancer. No prescriptions, no synthetic chemicals, no side effects. Just a simple, natural food that primes your body to function the way it was designed to. Now, I'll admit, beets aren't everyone's favorite. They have an earthy flavor that takes some getting used to. But when you understand what they can do for you, how they can restore your confidence, your energy, and your intimacy suddenly, they don't seem so hard to swallow. And remember, the benefits don't appear overnight. You won't eat a beet today and wake up tomorrow with the performance of a 25-year-old. But over weeks and months of consistent use, your body begins to transform. Circulation improves, nitric oxide levels rise, and performance strengthens naturally. Gentlemen, here's the bottom line. When it comes to restoring erections after age 60, beets are not just another vegetable. They are the vegetable. They target the very root cause of erectile difficulties, reduced blood flow, and they do it in a safe, natural, and sustainable way. So the next time you walk past the produce aisle, don't overlook those deep red bulbs. They may not look like much, but inside them lies one of the most powerful tools nature has given us for restoring male vitality. In fact, if there's one vegetable I'd encourage every man over 60 to start eating regularly, it would be the beet. Because when circulation improves, everything improves: your health, your energy, and yes, your erections. Key point 3, how beets support testosterone and energy. Gentlemen, now that we've talked about circulation and how beets help your erections, let's take it one step further. Because vitality isn't just about blood flow, it's also about testosterone and energy, and this is where beets truly shine. As men age, testosterone naturally declines. By the time many of us reach our 60s, levels have dropped significantly compared to our younger years. This is completely normal, yet it has profound effects on your body and your life. Low testosterone doesn't just affect libido, It impacts energy, mood, muscle mass, stamina, and even mental clarity. Many men assume this is inevitable, that it just comes with age. But here's the exciting part. The right foods can slow this decline and even help restore balance naturally. Beets are one of those foods. They are loaded with minerals and antioxidants that play a direct role in maintaining healthy testosterone levels. Let's break it down. First, magnesium. Magnesium is a mineral that many men don't get enough of, yet it's critical for testosterone production. Magnesium prevents your testosterone from binding to sex hormone, binding globulin SHBG, meaning more of it remains active and usable in your body. More active testosterone translates into more energy, better mood, and yes, stronger sexual performance. Beets are a natural source of magnesium, so adding them to your diet is an easy way to support hormone balance without pills or injections. Next, potassium. This mineral is widely known for supporting heart health and blood pressure. But here's the connection to vitality. Steady blood pressure helps blood flow efficiently, which is critical not just for erections but for overall energy levels. When potassium levels drop, blood vessels constrict, circulation slows, and energy dips. Beets provide potassium in a natural, absorbable form, keeping your cardiovascular system, and by extension, your erections in top shape. Now let's talk about antioxidants. The deep red color of beets comes from betalains, powerful antioxidants that combat oxidative stress. Oxidative stress damages cells, including those in the testes that produce testosterone. By reducing oxidative damage, beets help your hormone. Producing cells remain healthy, efficient, and capable of maintaining stronger testosterone levels over time. But there's more. Beets also improve oxygen delivery to your muscles and tissues, including reproductive tissues. Nitric oxide, which we discussed earlier, doesn't just improve circulation, it ensures that oxygen and nutrients are delivered efficiently. This enhanced delivery fuels energy production at the cellular level. In practical terms, this means less fatigue, more stamina, and more endurance, whether you're exercising, working, or enjoying intimate moments with your partner. Let me give you an example. Many men over 60 notice a drop in morning erections, spontaneous arousal, and general energy. This isn't just psychological, it's physiological. Reduced testosterone, coupled with slower circulation and lower nitric oxide levels, means your body simply doesn't perform the way it used to. But introducing beets consistently into your diet supports both circulation and hormone balance, giving your body the raw materials it needs to function optimally. The result? More frequent morning erections, more spontaneous energy throughout the day, and a renewed sense of vitality. And here's the best part, this is natural, safe, and sustainable. There are no synthetic hormones, no medications, no risky procedures. Just a vegetable combined with healthy lifestyle habits that works with your body to restore its natural rhythm. So, gentlemen, if you've ever thought, my energy is gone, my testosterone is low, my performance is slipping, I want you to know there's hope. The beet is more than a vegetable. It's a natural ally for your hormones and your energy levels. By supporting testosterone and boosting cellular energy, it helps men over 60 reclaim the vitality they thought was behind them. Remember, it's not magic. It's biology, the body working the way it was designed to, with a little help from one very powerful vegetable. Key point 4: real benefits for men over 60, gentlemen. We've already talked about how beets improve circulation and support testosterone and energy. Now let's take a closer look at what that actually means in your daily life. The real benefits you can feel and see as a man over 60. First, let's talk about erections. Many men notice a gradual decline in the firmness and frequency of erections as they age. This is frustrating, embarrassing, and often emotionally draining. But here's the good news. By adding beets to your diet, you're directly targeting the underlying causes, reduced blood flow and declining nitric oxide levels. Over time, improved circulation leads to firmer, longer-lasting erections. Men often notice this improvement in the morning, during spontaneous intimate moments, and in situations where they had previously struggled. Next, consider morning wood. Yes, gentlemen, it's real and important. Morning erections are a sign of healthy blood vessels and good testosterone levels. When beets help increase nitric oxide and support hormone balance, these natural erections become more frequent. This isn't just a physical benefit, it's a psychological boost. Waking up and noticing your body still responds as it did in your younger years gives you confidence, motivation, and a renewed sense of masculinity. Then there's energy. Many men over 60 report feeling fatigued, sluggish, or low on stamina during the day. This fatigue often affects not just sexual performance, but every aspect of life: work, hobbies, exercise, and even relationships. Beets improve oxygen delivery to your muscles and tissues, reduce oxidative stress, and enhance nutrient circulation. The result is a natural increase in energy levels, more endurance, and a body that feels alive again. You can wake up in the morning ready to take on the day without relying on coffee or stimulants. Another major benefit is improved mood and confidence. Let's face it, when sexual performance declines, it can affect self-esteem, relationships, and even mental health. Men often feel embarrassed or frustrated. By naturally supporting circulation and testosterone with beets, you not only improve physical function, but also regain emotional confidence. You feel more capable, more attractive, and more motivated to engage with life fully. Let's not forget overall health. Better circulation and nitric oxide production do more than just support erections. They improve cardiovascular health, support brain function, and reduce the risk of complications like high blood pressure. Beets also provide antioxidants that combat inflammation and cellular damage, protecting you against age-related decline. So you're not just improving one aspect of health, you're creating a ripple effect that enhances multiple areas of your well-being. Gentlemen, one of the most overlooked benefits is spontaneity. Many men over 60 feel the need to plan intimate moments because they're worried about performance. When circulation, testosterone, and energy are optimized naturally with beets, these worries diminish. You can be more spontaneous, more present, and more connected with your partner, just like in the years when you felt your most confident. And here's the beauty of it all. These benefits are natural and sustainable. Unlike medications or supplements that only offer temporary fixes or carry risks of side effects, beets work with your body. They nourish your blood vessels, your hormones, and your cells, giving results that build over time. So, what does this mean for you in practical terms? It means stronger, more consistent erections, more frequent morning with higher energy levels throughout the day, improved mood and confidence, better overall health and cardiovascular support, greater spontaneity and intimacy. Gentlemen, these are not small changes, they are life-changing improvements. And the best part, they start with something as simple as adding one vegetable to your diet. By consistently including beets, you can transform how your body functions and how you feel, proving that age is not a limit, but an opportunity to reclaim your vitality and confidence. Key point 5: the best ways to eat this vegetable daily. Gentlemen, now that you understand how powerful beets are for circulation, testosterone, and energy, the next question is simple. How do you actually incorporate them into your daily life? Many men over 60 struggle with this part. They think, beets, how do I eat them? I don't want to spend hours cooking or gag at the taste. The good news is that adding beets to your diet can be easy, delicious, and practical. No special skills required. Let's start with one of the simplest options, beet juice. Fresh beet juice is a concentrated way to get all the nitrates, antioxidants, and minerals your body needs for maximum benefit. I recommend drinking about half a glass to a full glass in the morning. This not only kickstarts your circulation for the day, but also gives you an energy boost that lasts. For an extra punch, you can mix beet juice with a splash of apple, carrot, or ginger juice. It masks the earthy flavor while enhancing its benefits. Next, let's talk about raw beets in salads. Thinly sliced or grated beets make a wonderful addition to leafy green salads. Drizzle with olive oil, a little lemon juice, and some crushed nuts for texture. Not only do you get the full nutritional benefit of the beet, but you also enjoy a meal that's vibrant, satisfying, and healthy. Eating raw preserves the natural enzymes which support nitric oxide production and optimize the effects on your circulation. For those who prefer a warmer option, roasted beets are perfect. Cube the beets, toss them lightly in olive oil, season with a pinch of salt and your favorite herbs, and roast in the oven until tender. Roasting brings out the natural sweetness, making the flavor milder and more palatable. You can enjoy roasted beets as a side dish with dinner, or even add them to sandwiches and grain bowls. Another excellent option is smoothies. Blend half a raw beet with fruits like apple, berries, or banana, plus a little water or yogurt. This creates a nutrient-packed drink that's easy to consume, especially for men who aren't used to eating raw vegetables. Smoothies also make it convenient to include beets daily without feeling like you're forcing yourself to eat a vegetable. Now, a few practical tips to maximize the benefits. Consistency is key. Eating beets once in a while won't create lasting effects. Aim for at least 3 to 4 servings per week. Timing matters. For a performance boost, drinking beet juice about 2 to 3 hours before sexual activity or physical exercise allows your body to peak in nitric oxide production. Variety keeps it interesting. Don't just stick to one preparation. Alternate between juice, raw, roasted, and smoothies to keep your taste buds engaged and enjoy different nutrient profiles. Combine with other foods. Pairing beets with a healthy fat like olive oil or avocado improves nutrient absorption, especially fat-soluble vitamins. Gentlemen, it's also worth noting that beets are incredibly versatile. You can add them to soups, stews, or even home-made hummus. Some men even grate them into egg dishes or use them in baked goods. The possibilities are endless once you get creative. The most important point is this: making beets part of your daily routine is simple and sustainable. You don't need complicated recipes or expensive supplements. Just a small serving a few times a week can produce measurable benefits for circulation, energy, and sexual performance. So if you've been waiting for a practical, actionable step to improve your health and vitality, this is it. Incorporate beets into your diet in the way that works best for you: juice, raw, roasted, or blended, and stick with it. Over time, your body will respond, and you'll start to notice firmer erections, higher energy, and improved overall well-being. Remember, gentlemen, it's not just about eating a vegetable. It's about making a powerful, natural choice every day that supports your vitality, confidence, and performance one bite at a time. Key point 6. Lifestyle pairing for maximum results. Gentlemen, we've covered how beets can improve circulation, support testosterone, boost energy, and restore erections. But here's a critical point that many men overlook. Beets alone are powerful, but they work best when paired with a healthy lifestyle. Think of it like this: beets are the engine, but lifestyle habits are the fuel and the road that allows you to reach peak performance. First, let's talk about exercise. Gentle, consistent physical activity is one of the most effective ways to enhance circulation and support testosterone. Strength training, even light resistance exercises, stimulates hormone production, strengthens your cardiovascular system, and helps maintain muscle mass. Walking, swimming, or cycling improves blood flow to every part of your body, including your most important areas for sexual performance. When you combine the circulation, boosting effects of beets with regular exercise, you create a synergy that amplifies results far beyond either one alone. Next is hydration. I cannot emphasize this enough. Your blood is your delivery system. Without adequate water, your blood becomes thicker and less efficient at transporting oxygen and nutrients. That directly affects your erections, energy, and overall health. Drinking enough water each day ensures that nitric oxide from beets can circulate effectively, and that your body cells are functioning optimally. Think of hydration as the oil in the engine. It keeps everything running smoothly. Then comes stress management. Chronic stress is a silent enemy of male vitality. It elevates cortisol, a hormone that can block testosterone production and restrict blood flow. It also reduces your energy levels and can make sexual performance more difficult. Gentlemen, this is where small lifestyle adjustments make a big difference. Daily practices like deep breathing, meditation, yoga, or even hobbies you enjoy help reduce stress and allow your hormones and circulation to work efficiently. When combined with the natural benefits of beets, stress management helps ensure your body is in peak condition. Sleep is another essential factor. Many men over 60 underestimate the importance of quality rest. During deep sleep, testosterone production is naturally higher, and your body undergoes vital repair processes. Inadequate sleep can undermine all the benefits of a healthy diet and exercise. Pairing your beet intake with good sleep habits, like going to bed and waking up at consistent times, reducing screen exposure before bed, and creating a calm sleep environment, ensures that your body can fully leverage the nutrients and nitric oxide boost from beets. Consistency is the final, but perhaps most important, lifestyle element. One glass of beet juice or one roasted beet won't produce miracles overnight. The body needs time to absorb nutrients, improve circulation, and restore hormonal balance. By making beets a regular part of your routine and combining them with consistent exercise, hydration, stress control, and sleep, you're creating a system that naturally supports erections, energy, and vitality day after day, week after week. Gentlemen, here's the bigger picture. Age is not a sentence. Being over 60 doesn't mean giving up on your sexual health, energy, or confidence. When you combine a powerful vegetable like beets with these lifestyle habits, you create a natural, sustainable formula for revitalizing your body and reclaiming your vitality. In practical terms, it looks like this. Morning, start your day with a glass of beet juice, hydrate, and go for a brisk walk or light workout. Afternoon, focus on nourishing meals that include beets in salads or roasted dishes, and take short breaks to reduce stress. Evening, enjoy a light beet-based snack or smoothie, wind down with a relaxing routine, and prioritize quality sleep. By following this kind of daily rhythm, you'll notice not just firmer erections, but higher energy levels, improved focus, better mood, and a stronger sense of confidence. The combination of beets and lifestyle adjustments works like a multiplier. The benefits grow faster and last longer than relying on any single approach alone. So, gentlemen, if there's one takeaway I want you to remember, beets are powerful, but they reach their full potential only when paired with healthy habits. Exercise, hydration, stress management, sleep, and consistency are the keys that unlock the full benefits. Together, they help you reclaim the energy, performance, and confidence you thought were behind you, proving that your 60s can be some of the most vibrant years of your life.